Hi guys, with the last video we have completed the lesson polynomials, that is chapter 3. So in this video we shall discuss the chapter 10 mensuration. So it is the 10th chapter. So this chapter is based on the cuboid, cube, prisms, cone, cylinders. So it will be based on this, and we have to be thorough with the formulas with this. So this chapter is full filled with these formulas. So first of all, in this video we shall discuss introduction. So if we see the introduction, first of all we will discuss about the cuboid. So this is the cuboid. So curved surface area is equals to 2h of L plus B. So what is meant by curved surface area? So curved surface area means this finds the area of all the sides, not the top and bottom sides. So remaining all sides in this curved surface area will find the area of all these sides remaining left, that top and bottom. So curved surface area of this cuboid is 2h of L plus B. H means height, L means length, and B means breadth. So this is the curved surface area. So total surface area means this finds all the sides including top and bottom. So total surface area formula is 2 of LB plus BH plus HL. So then coming to the volume is length into breadth into height. So here LBH means length is equals to breadth, L is equals to length, and B is equals to breadth, and H is equals to height. So we have did in this formula. So and coming next to the cube is this is the diagram for the cube. So if you see, the lateral surface area for the cube is 4a square. A means the sides, every side, so 4a square. So this can be called as lateral or curved. So both are same. So lateral or curved surface area is equals to 4a square, and total surface area is equals to 6a square, and volume of the cube is equals to a cube. That means A is the side of the cube. So here A means the side of the cube. So here we discussed lateral and curved surface area is equals to 4a square, and total surface area is equals to 6a square, and volume is equals to a cube. So coming to the right prism, so this is the diagram of right prism. So lateral or curved surface area of right prism is perimeter of base into height. So perimeter of base, this is the base, perimeter of this base into height, this is the height. So total surface area is equals to lateral surface area plus 2 into area of the end surface. So total surface area is equals to lateral surface, that is the curved surface area, plus 2 into area of the end surface, 2 into area of this end surface. So coming to the volume is equals to area of base is into height. So the area of base into height. So this is the volume. So here in lateral surface area, here perimeter of base into height. So in the volume, area of base into height. So you will find the area of this base into height. So now we discuss the right prism 3 formulas, that is lateral or curved surface area is equals to perimeter of base into height, and total surface area is equals to lateral surface area plus 2 into area of the end surface, and volume is equals to area of base into height. So coming to the regular circular cylinder. So this is the area, this is the diagram of regular circular cylinder. So if you see, the lateral surface area is equals to 2 pi RH. So pi is equals to, we know the value, pi is equals to 22 by 7 or 3.14. So pi value is 22 by 7 or 3.14. So this lateral or curved surface area includes 2 into pi into r. R is the radius of this bottom, and height. So this is the height of the cylinder. So lateral surface or curved surface area is equals to 2 pi RH. So if you see the total surface area, 2 pi r of r plus h. So total surface area is 2 into pi r. So pi into r. So 2 into pi into r into r plus h, this radius plus h. volume is equals to pi r square h. Volume is equals to pi into r square into h, radius whole square into h. H means height. So now coming to the right pyramid. So this is the right pyramid and this is the height and this is the slant height. So this is the height from the base to the top and this is the slant height. We know this is the slant height. So coming to the formulas, lateral surface or curved surface area is equals to half into perimeter of base into slant height. So half into perimeter of base. So this is the base into slant height. So this is the slant height. This all are slant height. So total surface area is equals to lateral surface area plus area of the base. So total surface area is equals to, which includes lateral surface area plus area of the base. So this area of the base plus lateral surface area. Then coming to the volume is equals to 1 by 3 into area of base into height. Area of base into height. So now we discuss three formulas, that is lateral or curved surface area is equals to 1 by 2 into perimeter of base into slant height, and total surface area is equals to lateral surface area plus area of the base, and volume is equals to 1 by 3 into area of the base into height. So coming to the right circular cone. So this is the right circular cone. So this indicates height and this is the slant height. So slant height, we always indicate slant height is equals to L. So indicate slant height by L. So here lateral surface area is pi RL. So here the lateral or curved surface area of right circular cone is pi RL. So total surface area is equals to pi R into L plus R. So total surface area is pi R of L plus R. L means slant height and R means radius. So volume is equals to 1 by 3 pi R square H. 1 by 3 pi into R square into H. Here L means slant height. Now when we see sphere, so this is the sphere. So this is the radius, we indicate here only radius. And lateral curved surface area of sphere is 4 pi R square. 4 into pi into R square, that is R into R. So total curved surface area is equals to 4 pi R square. So it's the same, we indicate for the lateral or curved or total surface area one formula, that is 4 pi R square. So if you see the formula, 4 by 3 pi R cube. 4 by 3 pi R cube. So before we did only pi R square, so here pi R cube. Volume is equals to 4 by 3 pi R cube. So the three formulas once again we'll recall. Lateral or curved surface area is equals to 4 pi R square. Total curved surface area is equals to 4 pi R square. And volume is equals to 4 by 3 pi R cube. So coming to the hemisphere. This is the figure of the hemisphere. So this is the radius and this is also the radius. So lateral or curved surface area is equals to 2 pi R square. 2 into pi into R square, that is radius into radius. So total surface area is equals to 3 pi R square. So here 2 pi R square and 3 pi R square, and volume is equals to 2 by 3 pi R cube. 2 by 3 pi R cube. So surface area of combination of solid. As we see, the oil tanker was made up of cylinder with two hemispherical struts at either end. So it will be look like the following figure. So all of us seen this oil tank, so it will be like this. When joined, it will be like this. So here the two hemispheres and middle is like this. So if we consider the surface of the newly formed object, we would be able to see only the curved surface of the two hemisphere and the curved surface of cylinder. So here curved surface of cylinder and two hemispheres we have seen here. So TSA of new solid, so this is the new solid, is equal to CSA of one hemisphere. So CSA of one hemisphere, CSA means curved surface area, CSA of one hemisphere plus CSA of cylinder, and so this is the cylinder, so CSA of cylinder plus CSA of the other hemisphere. So total surface of new solid is equals to CSA of this hemisphere and CSA of this cylinder and CSA of this hemisphere. So both joining will get a TSA of new solid. So now we'll discuss volume of combination of solids. So in calculating the surface area of combination of solid, we cannot add the surface areas of the two solids because some part of the surface area disappears in the process of joining them. So here they have said that in calculating the surface area of combination of solids, so we cannot add the surfaces of the two solids because some of the surface area may disappear in the process of joining them. So however, this will not be in the case when we calculate the volume. So the volume will of the solid formed by the joining two basic solids will actually be the sum of the volumes of the constitution as we see in the examples. So this is the introduction, guys. So here we have discussed these formulas. So these formulas will be helpful in this exercises, so be thorough with the formulas. So we'll see in the next video, guys. So in the next video we shall discuss the exercise 10.1. So see you in the next video, guys.